climate change is a very important area for us to focus on in terms of our wastewater facilities. And I really don't like calling them wastewater facilities because we're not wasting any water. We're just reclaiming that water. We're taking all of the stuff that gets added to water once it's used, and we're returning it back to its water state. But the thing we're realizing is that some of the stuff that's in that water can really be used and recovered, and perhaps used to generate electricity. Now you see utilities exploring how do we recapture all those neat resources that end up in water that most people think are just trash or just make it go away. So what I mean by that is we're looking at ways of recovering the nutrients that are added to water, the phosphorus and the nitrogen that's going to be so needed as we look at our increased populations across the world to continue to maintain our food supply that's directly related to water. But also as we remove those nutrients, we reduce those opportunities for hypoxia, and we reduce those opportunities for damaging our waterways. We want to make sure that we enjoy the waterways that water gets recycled back to. And why should we throw away a great nutrient or nutrients that could be used and recycled again? And so we're looking at those ways, using technology to recapture that. And why that's also important for climate change is because the energy that it takes to physically try to remove some of those materials is very expensive. The other thing we're learning to do is to take some of the solid material that is just naturally deposited in water that's used and recycle that and turn that into electricity. REWA has done that in Greenville. They're doing some recycling of the solids to turn into methane gas and trying to sell some of that back to the grid. So now we see our wastewater facilities, never have they wasted water, but reclaim that water, but now they're becoming energy recovery facilities.